Good morning, everyone. I'm Lola with LolaRisk.com, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you'll give me a moment, please, I need to get my Facebook up and then we get going here. So you always have to, there it is. Awesome. Give me a second. It will also be, it takes a little bit of time to get in people's Facebook. Hey, Doris, nice to have you with me today.
Hey, Doris, nice to have you with me
today. Yes, it always hits the volume back up. So anyhow, all right, we are ready to go. Let me kind of get my stuff together here. So I don't know what your weather is like, Doris, where you are, but mine here, it is cold and dreary and just kind of yucky out. I'm so tired of this. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready. I've got daffodils up. I've got daffodils that are blooming, not blooming. They're putting up blooms. And I am just so ready. And I'm tired of this winter. It's like, move on. So anyhow, we're going to get going here. I've got, hi, Tina. I don't know why I'm having to bring people on. Hey, guys. It's weird. It's happening. I'm having to add everybody. What's going on? I wonder about that. Huh. Hey, Rhonda, are you there? I've never had this pop up and all of a sudden it's showing I have to add everybody. And I can't do that and still, good morning. So Rhonda, you here? Tina, are you there? I had Doris, I had Tina, I had Rhonda. Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume that we're still going here. So, okay, I'm gonna turn this around. Give me a second, girls. Okay. I don't know. It was just being really weird and it's showing things that I was supposed to add all these people and I'm like, well, I can't do that. So we're going to go on ahead and get started. I have a class coming at 10 o'clock, so you actually might hear the door open and some people coming in. Rhonda, you won last night. You won. I'm so glad. I had everybody listed. We had 9 people participate in our mystery and put in some projects to show us on mystery stamping. I was really excited to have that. And you have a packet of paper, and Rhonda, it will be coming your way. I got my envelope sitting here and the paper, and I know I have your address, so we'll go on ahead and get that going. I want to show you first a little project that I've got going. I like to write. I have a company that my family, we all are connected with, everyone, my mother-in-law, my kids, my husband, for mutual funds, and it's called Thrivent. And Thrivent allows all of us to write $250 mini grants that we can use multiple times through the year as service projects. And I enjoy doing that. I love doing service stuff. I love that so much. So I have a grant that we are just finishing up this week, and I wanted to just show you what it is. It's a kit, and you probably have seen this kit in the kit line. If you've not, you need to look at it. This is a really good kit that you can use for multiple things, okay? Your first thought came out right in January, so it was like Valentine's stuff. But here it is March, and I'm just now getting it done. But it's still okay for what I'm doing. It comes with the stickers. It comes with 20 boxes, 40 of these stickers, and then like 40 littler ones that you could use. It comes with a little stamp pad, and it comes with inks, stamps. And they're Valentine's, but they also have things like thanks for celebrating with us, thanks for what you do, that kind of stuff. So even though it looked like it was Valentine's, it doesn't have to be. In fact, Chris Howe and I have been talking because her daughter's getting married and she's wanting to give wildflower seeds. They're getting married out in the country and outside and later in the summer, and they wanted to do flower seeds. And so they're trying to figure out how to do that with little gift boxes or bags or whatever. These are perfect, and they're her colors. These are already stamped. The soft succulent and the petal pink hearts are already on the stickers. I added all the black or the gray stamping on top of it. So easy. And I am doing these. We are making these, and we will be taking them to nursing home, not for the residents. We take things a lot of times for residents. This time it's going to the staff, just to tell them thank you for everything they do. You know, we all know, and that was my hand right there. We all know that sometimes things we never hear the good things. We usually always hear the bad things. So it's nice to get recognized for just doing something good. So we're going to do this, and that's what these are going to be. And so I have gals that are coming over here in a little bit for a class. We do a kit class every month, every 6 weeks, every 2 months. It fluctuates. Good morning, Arla. So anyhow, I asked them if they'd stick around for about another hour for those who can, and we're gonna fix these. Everything is already stamped. Everything is already punched out. Literally, all we have to do is fold and connect these tabs. Okay. We fold this in, and then I have candy to go inside it. I have Tootsie Rolls, I have peppermints, I have a chocolate kiss, and I have a Kit Kat, because you never know. Some people like chocolate, some don't. So I'm going to use this right here. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to pull this up. I'm not even going to take the time to lock it in place because the sticker will do that for me. And then we are going to do 200 of these, and they're all ready to go. It took me maybe an hour and a half at the most to stamp it all. So if you have little party favors for a shower, it'd be perfect. Little wedding shower or baby shower, and you wanted a little something to send as a little favor. Weddings. But like I said, I am taking these, and there will be 200 of these, and they go to the employees at the nursing homes. So just something different. But I love doing service projects. Okay, enough said. So we are going to work today. And if you were on my Facebook yesterday, I already posted a picture of mishmash. That's what I'm calling this, because I have a mishmash of supplies over here. I'm going to start concentrating over the next few weeks. I'm going to try to concentrate on things that I have that I never got used. We all have that. We all have things that never get used. Yeah. We even demos, we all have it. So that's what I'm going to start with. And this was a set that I saw and had to have immediately and haven't used it. Here it is. So this is that Seaside Bay, I believe is what it's called. Seaside Bay. So we're going to take and do a simple fun fold. And this one here is a piece of Night of Navy. It is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, 8 1/4. And I folded this, or I scored this at 5 1/2. Or as if I turn it, I scored it at 2 3/4 because it's going to open this way. Okay. All right. Then I have mint macaron. Now, who would have thought mint macaron and Night of Navy would go together? I mean, it's okay, but it wouldn't have been the one I would have gone for at all. But when you look at the packages of the DSPs, always look to see what colors of cardstock they're recommending, because those are the ones you want to work with. It's an automatic. Why would you start with something else? Okay. So we're going to start with my adhesive that I'm learning to work with. And I have a piece of mint macaron that is 4 1/8 by 5 1/4. No, 5 3/8. And then I have a piece of DSP that is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm going to put that there. Now, if you notice, I put my adhesive over here to the side. I struggle with this, and people say that if you keep a little adhesive here, it starts it. Yeah. I'm determined, though. I have bought so much of it. I am determined I have to get this used. There it goes. And once it starts, it does go. Okay. So we've got that much there. Okay. All right. We're going to go on ahead and take, and now my pieces have gotten mixed up. So let me see. There it is. I had 2 3/4 is what this little square was. And so I'm going to go on ahead and put this one on, which is 2 5/8 by 5 3/8. Let's make sure. Yep, 2 5/8. And then I have another piece of DSP that's coordinating, which is, good morning, 2 1/2 by 5 1/4. Morning, Jonna. I'm sorry? She's not here. It was Jim. She should be coming. All right. I heard my front door open, and I had it open because in case people from class come early. Okay. And now we're going to put this one on the front. The thing about the seal, the seal I'm frustrated with, but I'm determined to learn how to use, is it is very, very sticky. And I think it holds better than what I used to use, okay? So, all right, now we're going to deal with the mats first. We have a piece of cardstock Night of Navy that is 8 inches by 3 inches. And I scored it at 4 inches. And I'm going to take and put a piece of mint macaron. I'm going to go on ahead and put that on, and it is 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. I'm going to get that much on, and then we'll come back and do our stamping. All right. This one goes here. And then I will be putting a white mat on top of that for the inside of my card. And then this one goes on this section. And I want to make sure I get it with the fold over here. And this one is the same size as the one that was inside, which was 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. Okay, so the white one will go on the inside. And then I have another piece of DSP that will go here. And those are both 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, okay? And then when you go to put your card together, you will interlock these pieces so that it is like a, I don't know, it's not a Z fold, but it's a different type of fold, and I don't remember which one it is, but we can make something up. All right, so let's go on ahead and do our stamping first. So I'm going to start with this piece here. This is my DSP. And I wanted to use more. It has balmy blue and mint macaron and white, but I wanted more Night of Navy. So I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to put in, with Night of Navy, I'm going to take a simple image stamp that they have in the Seaside Bay. And I'm just going to stamp it like the bottom of, and I want more dots down here. So I just literally flip my stamp over to kind of give me a little more image down there, okay? And then I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to take a blending brush. Now, in case you didn't know this before, let's just stamp a seashell on here. I've already stamped 2 of them. This was from yesterday, and then I stamped this one just now. All right, you can tell that this one looks darker because when I take just a blending brush, I do not have to go to the ink pad. There is enough ink in here, and it's wet enough that I literally can go in and start using the blending brush immediately and pull that ink out. Everybody thinks that you've got to have the ink pad or ink refill to use with a blending brush, and you don't. You have enough ink available that all you have to do is just play with it a little, and it will really intensify the look of that stamp. See what I mean? Very, very easy. And the nice thing about it is you don't have to have all the wasted ink. You don't have a lot of ink in your pen to clean out. Now, let's just see if I stamped this yesterday, if it will work. Because I did stamp and die cut. There's still enough there that it's still going to work, even though I stamped it 12 hours ago. So can you see that? Is it coming through on the internet or over the picture, the camera, so that you can see the difference? Let me hold them up. Here's one that is stamped and nothing more. Here's one that's simply had the blending brush go over it a little bit. Can you see the difference between them? I really like how it just adds that depth to it. It gives more dimension to it, makes it look more rounded. It gives you the inside color, that kind of thing. So while I'm doing it, I'm just going to go on ahead and do both of them. But to clean my brush, it's going to be so much easier. Last week or 2 weeks ago, when I was doing the stained glass, I used Melon Mambo and I used straight ink. And oh my goodness, it took forever to get that thing clean. And this is a simple way to do it, to add color. So easy, easy. While I'm at it, let's see if I can add a little more color to some of these as well. Just to give the rounded image. Okay. See the difference between these and these? Simply adding that one pen tip. And how much easier it's going to be to clean that because I'm not dipping it in the ink. I'm just pulling the ink from the sides of the stamped image. Shelby's on guard duty. The front door is open, and so it's like, okay, front door is open. Somebody's coming. She's on guard duty watching. Okay. Clean it. Simply come over to the side, move it around until you have it done. Okay. So now I'm going to put this piece on the front of that little section I folded. And remember, I want my fold to be on my right. So I'm going to go on ahead and put it here. Like so. Okay. And then I want to add a little more color to this. So I'm going to actually use Mint Macaron and a small blending brush. If you haven't got the small blending brushes, I really love them. I love the smaller one because I have more control over how much color I want to put in. Always start off the side and blend over. like so. Okay. And blending brushes, if you don't know how to clean those, they're very simple. You just keep rubbing on a microfiber cloth. I don't spend any money on these microfiber cloths. I go to Dollar Tree, and for $1 you can get a microfiber cloth, and they work very, very well for this kind of thing. And so just go get one, keep it in your stash, and have it. Okay, so there's no ink coming out over here. There is ink showing here, but it's not ink. It's just simply the pigment of the color that has stained my bristles. Okay, don't worry, it is out. All right, so now let's take this same stamp here and let's stamp it right along the bottom again, like so. And we're going to go on ahead and close that up for now. I'm going to take my blending brush one more time. I'm just going to intensify. So tomorrow on my Facebook group page again, we'll be doing another Facebook mystery stamping. This is the one Pam was going to do. I have to go and pick up granddaughter tomorrow, so we'll be out of town, heading to St. Louis to pick up Fiona, Margaret, and bring Fiona back. So we won't be here tomorrow night on our Facebook group page, but I will post the video, and I will show you some stamping tomorrow morning, and we will have it done. Okay, so now I'm going to go back. I'm going to pull out another stamp. I didn't want to thank you. I wanted something different. I needed a birthday to a great guy. There it is. So the next few weeks are going to be concentrating on that stuff that I haven't used, and we all have it. So I'm going to be using multiple images, multiple stamps to a great guy. But that one goes on a label. Goes on this label here. This is one of the Something Fancy dies. And I'm going to hang it to the right to a great guy. And I just smudged it. So we're going to turn it over. And not smudge this time. And on the inside of that wild one, it says sending birthday wishes. So let me get that one out. I have discovered that this is probably one of my favorite blocks. I love the H block. Anybody else love the H block? Just love the feel of it in my hands. I love the length of it. Sending birthday wishes. Okay, let's finish it up. So we've got this on. You've got this. Let's go on ahead and put this one that I smudged onto a mat of Night of Navy that matches it shape-wise. Put this on with some dimensionals. We won't be far from being done. So I'm going to go up a little higher so I can see my shells underneath. Okay. Try to get it somewhat centered. And then what I did was I took some die cuts that come in the stamp set, and I'm just going to go on ahead and build up a little vignette looking spot right here. So I'm just going to, in fact, I think I'm going to change this up a little bit. We're going to add one more thing to it. These are my pieces, but they look kind of flat, especially up against this real pretty background. So let's take our mint macaron and our brush, and we're just going to add color to it. Just adding some mint macaron, and that will add and make it a little darker. Maybe it doesn't show on that as well, but it does in person. Here, that one does. I was a little heavier hand on that. Okay. Difference between them. So I'm going to do all four. And one more. And we'll put it all together and be done. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got going here. We've got this. We can put this on the inside. We're going to go on ahead and turn it over for now, and let's put the adhesive on the back. Going to be pretty liberal with this adhesive because I want my card to really stay together. So I'm going to put quite a bit there. And bring this in. Fold this over, and I'm going to slide it in between. I'm going to try to center as best I can. Looking down on it. Look about right. Okay. And all we have left to do is put the decorations on it and the embellishments, and we're done. Okay. So let's go on ahead and use, do I have glue dots? Yep. Let's use some glue dots. Don't you hate it when they run them? It's like the glue dot is like on the back side. I swear that's wrong, that they was a bad judgment on somebody's part there to do that. All right. And even though it's a little higher, I'm going to let it stick up. I'm going to do the same thing here. In fact, maybe let's put another piece in. Go up a little higher with it. And then we're going to come down here and put one of the little pieces right here. Okay. Let's tuck it over here to the side. Then we're going to put one of the shells that I had die cut. I'm going to put it up right there to kind of cover that spot that I have built up a little bit. And then we have actually some other little shells that I did. This is a little scallop shell that I just literally did with Night of Navy. So I'm going to come back in and put that there and tuck it in. Those are my favorite shells. My daughter and I love to walk the beach. And when we do, we are forever hunting for scallops. That is our favorite. More times than not, we have a collection of little reddish and gray scallops. The more scallops we find, the better. And the smaller they are, the better they are. All right. So I've tucked that in. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go on ahead and with a glue dot, I'm going to go on ahead and add this little piece. And I should have another piece of grass somewhere. Let's see where it's at. Should have a little piece of grass, but I don't see it. So maybe on my sweater or whatever. That's life. And I'm going to tuck this one in here. There it is. It was on the back of my dimensionals. Tuck it in and tuck in my little scallop shell. I'm just going to kind of tuck it in behind. There's my card, and I'm going to use my embellishments that are the flat adhesive pearls. I haven't used these very much. They do coordinate with it. So I'm just going to take one off. Tuck a couple in. Oops. So you're going to tuck one down in the grass. Maybe put another one down there. I like that down there. Okay, there's my card, guys. We're going to do one more thing and we're done. Thanks, Jamie. Glad you like it. I want to do something to make that scallop be a little more show. So I'm going to take some Wink of Stella and just going to put that on there and see if it'll make the scallop pop out a little more. Same thing over here. If you want, you could put it on the shell too. This kind of gives a little more life to it. Same here. If you're doing one, why not do them all? I love Wink of Stella. Anybody else a Wink of Stella fan? So a little bit here. So you've learned a little technique, how to take your blending brush and add ink without getting it covered in ink. All you have to do is pull the ink out of the side of the image that you stamped, and it will be wet enough that you can, it'll pull right out. There it is. Ta-da! There's my card for the day, guys. I hope you love that. Yeah, I love Wink of Stella too. Wink of Stella, you cannot go wrong with Wink of Stella. And then the flat pearls, even though it is a guy's card, it's okay. They like that stuff too. All right. Fun fold. Everything coordinates. And it's a great little card. All right, guys. Take care. God bless. Thanks, Chris. Love you guys. Bye-bye.